Hello and welcome. I am Kira the Scrivener, and today I'm going to do something I never said I was going to do. So I am moving in just over 2 weeks, and I have a lot of books. So I'm going to go through some books that I might I'm a very frugal person, and as I've talked about many times, nearly every single book on my shelves is a used book because I don't have a lot of disposable income. Although when I joined BookTube, I did buy a lot of books. And since then, also just a lot of people just give me books, which is wonderful, and I love it because my friends just give me books when they're getting rid of them. However, I have a lot of books, but I also feel guilt because of the fact that if I don't read a book or I spend money on it, getting rid of it seems quite futile. So these are a lot of books I haven't read, and a lot of books, well, a few that I've also read, and I'm considering getting rid of, and we're gonna say save the book. If you think that I should keep this book, tell me why. Whether you've read it or not, just based on what I'm going to say, I'm going to say a really short thing. I did not look at any of the backs. I'm just telling you based on what I know. And the first one is going to be The Winter's Child. This one is kind of sentimental because it is the first book that was sent to me on my channel from a Goodreads giveaway, and it is about Virginia Pessamapeo Bertolo. I butchered that name. All I know it is about a Native woman who had her child taken away. So I think that it could be very informative and a good book. It's Canadian and French, I believe, as well. But I don't know if the writing is that good based on what I read, and I think that's what is being deterring me away from it. But if you think I should read it, let me know. And then we have Isles of the Lost. This is a book that was given to me by someone who was moving and they couldn't keep all their books. It is a companion series by Melissa de la Cruz to the Descendants movies. I watched the first, it was enjoyable. I haven't watched the second, I think the third is out as well. I don't have a lot of belief that this is good. If you've read this and you think it is good, then let me know and I will keep it and read it. Because I got it because she was giving it and I was like mildly interested. This is Other Earth. This is a Jason Segel, and I know I am being prejudiced here. I am slightly prejudiced against people who are like celebrities who write books with other people. I don't know, it just irks me. I don't mean to say that people who are actors can't be authors because many of them are involved with many things, and I think that Jason Segel is a great actor. I don't know how much. I haven't heard a lot, especially about the women representation here. This is the second book. I got an ARC because there was a local bookstore was giving away like bags of ARCs as a celebration for their 20 or 25th anniversary. I got this one because it had both a Batman Nightwalker, which is a book that I really enjoyed, and it also had Night Flights, which is a prequel to The Mortal Engines, which was a series that I really wanted to begin, and I have since begun and was really good. So this was just the third book in it, and I got it for that reason. I don't know, for someone who has liked it, because I know people have liked it, tell me why I should read it. And this one is another case of a book that I bought very early in my channel, and this is Confessions of an Ugly Stepsister. I bought this because it is by, what is his name? Gregory Maguire, and this is the guy who wrote Wicked, which is my favorite musical. It's hard to say all time. I really like it, especially like one of my first really strong loves of musicals. And I thought this was during Cinderella's time. It's after Cinderella's time. I know that his books don't have the greatest ratings, and I don't want to just write him off for that, but if you read this book, let me know. And this one is Firstlife. I don't have belief. I don't even know. Frostlight, I don't even know what either of these books are about. They get mixed up. I think that they're both really cliche. One of them was given to me by Megan Tennant as a giveaway, and one of them was given to me as free from my friend who also gave me Isles of the Lost. Tell me if either of these books are worth it, and should I keep them? Especially, I guess, the free books I feel less bad about. This book I did get for free. This book I did spend like $2 or $3 on. I got this from my aunt and uncle's house, and I have read these books. They are both, I think, 1 stars. This one might be a 2-star. I don't think that they're bad. They're 2008 YA fiction, which meant that they have a lot of things that might not have been tropey at the time, but are very tropey now. And I think that Catherine Fisher could be a very good author. These aren't the world is very interesting. The second book really fell apart. They're so beautiful. I don't know. This one's more beautiful. I thought this one was beautiful. I guess after looking at it for so long, it has become less beautiful. But I feel bad because the books that I've read, and I think other people could enjoy, and I really enjoy lending out my books. This is another very interesting case. This is Talon by Julie Kalaga, and this is a book, her Shadow and Fox's book, I really want to read, but I haven't got my hands on yet. And this one I actually bought for my sister because it was a book that she wanted to read. She liked it okay, and then she gave it back to me because she's a huge minimalist and doesn't like collecting things that she's not going to reread, and she's like, I could reread it from the library if I need to. I read it. It was a 1-star. I am supposed to be making a review about it because I have lots of thoughts. Again, it falls into a lot of really problematic traits, which probably would have been a 2-star if it had been earlier, but this is almost a 2015 release. It's like a November 2014 release, and I feel like in that time period, and it's not a first novel of hers, that I couldn't give the pass to give it 2 stars. It was, entertainment-wise, wasn't that bad, but man, there was some problematic things in it. So, thoughts. And this is a middle grade one that, did I say middle grade? Middle grade novel called Hive by Mark Walden. This is actually signed, which I didn't realize when I got it. I got it from a used bookstore, like every single book I've ever gotten. And this was recommended to me by a friend when I first started BookTube, and I think that he read it when he was a fair bit younger. It does seem quite juvenile, which I'm fine with maybe middle grade, but some things seem a little bit more juvenile than I would enjoy, because I think that there's more, you know, all ages middle grade versus like kiddish middle grade. I feel bad saying that, but I think that it can be true in some aspects. It's about supervillain school. I'm not sure that I'm sold on it. I think that it could be probably more loved in another house. And this is Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. This is a series that I mainly picked up. It's such an ugly cover. That's probably one of it. But it was a series that I picked up because I'd wanted to read this for so long before I started BookTube that I actually got it, I think, around, anyways, I got it around the time I started BookTube. There are prettier covers now, too. Anyways, I always hide it because I don't want it on my shelf, because that is a terrifying thing. Like, actually, if it was just this on the cover, it would be fine, but this on the cover, don't like it. Anyway, so I always hide it because it's short and doesn't look pretty, and I don't judge, like, medium-looking covers badly, but, like, ugly covers I do judge. And, yeah, this is a book that I just haven't picked up in, like, 2.5 years, and I'm not sure I will, and if it is, it's most likely going to be an audiobook. So should I re-gift it to another beautiful store? And this is an arc that I also received from Goodreads. This is actually, if you know who she is, the person who played Charity in 10 Things I Hate About You TV series, which I love that TV series. Don't ask me how many times I've rewatched. It's a lot. This is about a girl whose mother is dead, and then she had to live with her father, who she's never known before, I think, based on it. I'm not a huge fan of contemporary. I used to just go through like all of Goodreads and just request anything because I never expected really to get things. And I got this. I'm not sure that I'm going to love it. It has been out for a while. I have heard like one good review of it. Not that like I've never otherwise heard about it at all. So if you read it and enjoyed it, let me know why I should keep it. By Sharpe's Triumph. This is by Bernard Cornwell. Cornwell. I got it right. Ha! This is the author of The Last Kingdom, which is one of my all-time TV favorite series ever. This is his other series. It's in the middle of his series, and I picked it up again because I got it for free from a friend from my school, and I recognized the author, and I just picked it up. This is not a series that I'm sold that I'm going to read, so I probably should get rid of it and re-gift it to someone else. Because it's not even the first book. And this book made it to... When I made a video a long time ago about a book on my shelf I thought I would never read, and this is The Last Castle. I think I could still read it. Based on it, it's like narrative nonfiction about a family, royal family, not a royal family, like a really rich family in the US that interacts with a bunch of celebrities and their history throughout the one and their secrecy, and I don't really know that much. Have you read it? Would you enjoy me talking about this very rich family? And then, As You Like It by Magna Shakespeare. I did read this book. I like As You Like It, well, okay. The manga wasn't that great. I might keep it. Oh, I was saying that I've never read manga before when I read Death Note. That's a lot. And then I remembered that there was 2 more. So I have a shelf over there that no one ever sees. And this is where I keep all my books that I'm never reading. The Help by Catherine Scockett. I watched the movie, and that's what made me pick it up off the shelf. It's been there for a while. I don't know. I've since changed a lot of opinions based on, like, white women writing about Black people. I think that it can be important, but I don't know. I have an iffy feeling about it. I could pick it up. Let me know if I should. And this is Lullabies for Little Criminals. This is by Helen O'Neill, and this is a book that I wanted to read since high school. One of my friends read it for an ISU, an independent study in high school, and I wanted to read it ever since. I picked it up in like third year of university because that was when I saw it in a thing. I haven't read it yet. Mainly now I've been off-put a lot because I know that it deals with a lot of sexual abuse, and that's something that I'm very sensitive to. And I think that the story itself could be really good. I've heard that it is very, very triggering. So as much as it could be a good story and a necessary story, I don't know if I myself am ever going to be able to pick it up. So I don't know if I should hold on to it with the hope that I know that it's a good story and I should kind of keep on so that I can read it or not. Let me know. Have you read it? Should I keep it for like an eventual TBR or should I just get rid of it? Anyways, that is the books that I may or may not get rid of. Let me know your thoughts. Convince me why not to get it, why to get it, and I will let you know eventually, I guess, if I read these books or not. That was 13 freaking books. Wow. Good for me. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and I have my Instagram, Goodreads, and Twitter down in the below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.